Hey, what's up, peeps? It's your boy, Mega Stardate, back again with yet another video. And this one's a little bit different. Kidnap girl is about a psychopath and a girl with Stockholm syndrome. At least that's what I think the plot is. Anyways, let's see. Passage conversations, with the activation interface. What the interface navigation? Blah 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 blah. Don't care about all of that. What the heck is a speech service? Does it like turn on voice acting or something? You know what? I don't know. Anyways, text speed. Let's go on ahead and slow that down. And okay, yep. I'll lost his voice volume. Okay. Now that we got all that out of the way, let's go on ahead and start a new game. The day I turned 17, I kidnapped a girl. Okay, we are just getting straight into this. Oh man, what the hell? Okay, yeah, this is I mean, I'm not sure what he was thinking, Okay, her name was Alice. Tell us something we already didn't know from the menu a second ago. Sociability was not the main feature of her character. In class, she was always quiet, especially with no one to talk to. That kind of reminds me of me, freshman year, low-key. A girl like her was not difficult to pull out for a date after school. That could mean anything! In the process, she readily agreed to come home with me, where I gave her some juice laced with sleeping pills. Alice fell asleep in just a few minutes. Come on. How did she not see that coming? It's my first kidnapping. You don't? Are you sure? Because, it feels like you've kidnapped, like, several people and just locked them in your basement for no logical reason. Not a bad beginning. Yeah, sure, pal. Yeah, keep telling yourself that. Everything went according to plan, although with the dosage, I went too far. Well, who hasn't, am I right? I lived with my uncle. His house was too big for just the two of us, so some of the rooms were empty. Huh. How big is your house, anyway? My uncle said for a long time that he wanted to rent them out, but he didn't post any ads. So I used one of them as my torture chamber. Of course, he didn't know that. Edward was the name of my uncle. He rarely went to the empty room. The only keycard to the room was settled in my pocket. Huh. Edward always came home late, so today I had plenty of time to have fun with my new toy. Wow, this guy's like looks like I was right about the psychopath part. But seriously though, let's just continue on with the plot. When I locked myself in the room with Alice, I felt a wave of heat sweep through my body. What kind of heat are we talking about here? Is it the kind that makes people a little frisky, or just room temperature heat? Yeah, room temperature, that's gotta be it, right? My hands were sweating as I began to crawl along the rope. My gaze darted hungrily to the sharp blade, to the white skin of the motionless body, back and back again. I licked my lips and anticipate. Yeah, this guy's like a total nutjob. Like, oh my god. Like, seriously. Oh my god, like, why the hell were you... And more importantly, why are you living with your uncle? It feels like he needs to, do some, questioning here. Simultaneously with excitement, bad thoughts came to my head. I looked back at the closed door. Did I make a mistake? Did everything go well? I shook my head, shaking off my misgivings, and said about the task I had long dreamed of. The only thing that matters now is just the two of us, and that we won't be disturbed for the next few hours. I was getting excited about what was coming. Putting my tools aside, I sat down next to Alice, putting my head on her thin, fragile leg. I ran my hand up her thigh, touching the edge of her short skirt. Oh god, it's please, please, can we just not? Can we not go in that direction? I don't want to get demonetized on the first. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna. Okay. I'm not exactly sure, but YouTube will be okay with the last few, with the image that was put on the screen just now. Like, it wasn't full-blown nudity, but there was some cleavage shown, and bruises, and basically she was covered with bruises underneath all of that clothing. You get my drift? Bullied, home, abuse, whatever. Anyways, let's get into the good part. Finally, Alice opened her eyes. Okay, dialogue! Let's go! Let's go with this button, since we've already kidnapped her. There's I mean, normally, in normal circumstances, I would ask if she's alright, but given the situation, I'm just gonna... Oh, Russian voice acting. Give me a second to... Oh, it's Russian. I expected... Give me a second. Yeah, that's better. I'm not much of a Russian person. Okay, now that that's out of the way... How did she know about that? Oh, what are you talking about? When we were sitting here, you just passed out. A likely story, buddy. A likely story. We both know what you did. Anywho, let's just go on ahead and continue on with this very questionable situation. Oh, right. I've been put to sleep more than once, so I know the feeling when I start to fall asleep after a sleeping pill. Huh. Neat! Put to sleep. I was more taken aback by this news than when Alice said that I drugged her. It's... Never mind. Oh, wait, oh my god, is that the Stockholm... I can see the blush. She has Stockholm Syndrome, people. She has Stockholm Syndrome. Why did you put me to sleep anyway? Did you do something to me? Alice touched herself between her legs without lifting her skirt. Hey, I didn't do anything wrong to you. She took her hand anyway. You're right. Then why? I told you. I know you put me to sleep. Stop dodging the question! I didn't know what to say. The awkwardness of the situation increased with every second. I didn't know what to do or what to say. It was necessary to change the subject earlier to try and take control of the situation. Where'd you get the bruises? No, you wouldn't. Ah, I get it. Where are the photos? What photos? The photos of... Hey, I didn't undress you or take pictures of you, trust me. Then why did you put me to sleep? You still haven't answered my question. I hesitated. Should I tell the truth? Something like, oh, I'm sorry, I just wanted to torture you when you went home. But it's okay, I've changed my mind, so you can go home. No, this is nonsense. Then, I'm not sure if it will work, but it's worth a try. And, okay, who would believe that? Huh, oh my god, that actually worked! And yes, I didn't read that dialogue, cause, it's kinda awkward. I just want to skip to the, you know, I just want to skip through this. Yep. Fiesta got syndrome. This fat has Stockholm syndrome. Where's the holy water? Give me my holy water and my holy shotgun. It worked. Well, my lie worked. Although I must admit, I did not expect much success, as was preparing to reduce kidnapping to a mocking joke. To laugh in her face, call her naive people for believing that a handsome man like me can truly ask a mom-bound girl like her out, and then really take her to the door after dealing with several insulting phrases thrown at me. After this farewell, it is not that I could go back and talk to her anytime soon. I must admit that Alice is not as simple as it seems. I didn't manage to deceive her the first time, although I'm an experienced liar. But how could she immediately believe that I loved her? While I was wondering at her naivety, she thought about something a couple seconds of silence. Turns out I was kidnapped by my classmate, who was also crazy. Her voice became more soft. I would even say melodious. What do you want to do next? Well, I wanted to let you live with me, probably. Alice laughed. Probably. You didn't think it through, did you? There's nothing funny about it. I frowned silently, which confused my former captive. I'm sorry. I just always thought you were incredible. You have excellent grades in all subjects, you get prizes, you are good at sports. I never thought a guy like you would like me. And I didn't think you were a bit stupid after all. And this is said by the person who was kidnapped. How dare you? We laughed. The tension had disappeared, Alice relaxed and began to behave more freely and at ease. At school, she usually doesn't attract attention. During recess, she rarely leaves the classroom, sitting at her desk with her head down or silently looking out the window. In general, oh my god, I cannot talk! Inconspicuous gray mouse. And even now I catch myself thinking that she has a very nice smile. School, hobbies, music. We move smoothly from one topic to the other, consistently not thinking about the kidnapping. And did not notice how time flew by. The longer we talked, the more free Alice felt. She listened to me with genuine interest. Something even making various jokes in my direction and laughing sincerely. This is actually pretty wholesome, not gonna lie. Okay, sure. Given the situation, I mean, yeah. Our Cleve boy here may have kidnapped her, but hey, at least he didn't torture her. I got the feeling that Alice, who goes to school with me, and the Alice, who is sitting next to me, are two different people. I never thought Alice could be so sociable and happy. Yeah, I was an idiot. It's late. I think it's time for you to go home. Your parents are probably already worried. I don't have parents. Sorry, then who do you live with? My stepmother and her boyfriend. She almost hissed the last word through her teeth. It was immediately clear to me that things were not going well. Oh, what? The bruises did not give that away. Come on! Any person with a squirrel brain could have figured that out. My god, anime protagonists are so dense. I mean, sure, I'm a little bit on that level of density, but sure, just because I forget a few things every few hours does not make me an idiot, okay? My guess was confirmed. The family does not favor her very much. Alice continued to sit next to me, not wanting to leave. I was silent and just looked at the time on my phone. Edward should be back soon. If he sees Alice, I will have to explain. He's a good man who would be happy if I bring girl home, but Alice is not my girlfriend. I just kidnapped her and tried to torture. Oh, now you think about that part. You did not think this. Okay, this is exactly why I try to prepare for every situation. Illegal or not? Realistic or not? You gotta think these things through before you do them, or go into a haunted mansion or whatever. Bind and hide in another room with a gag in her mouth. So no, here's one thing. But to explain what Alice was doing and how we met, I don't want to. Seeing my confusion, she stopped. Alice glanced at me briefly, then for a moment pursed her lips, and with a sharp exhale, stood up. It was raining outside. And she left. So it would have ended. I'm just gonna skip through this real quick and get back to the actual plot. Bye! And we are back to plot, cause for now I'm trying to keep all you know, topics that YouTube doesn't like out of my hairs for a while, so that I don't get, despite the fact that I haven't been monetized yet. So, but who cares? But please, let me stay with you. I'll do anything. Anything? Those two words stuck in my head. Would she consent to be the victim of my torture? While I was thinking about this, Alice continued to stand, waiting for my answer. I couldn't find any words to say, so I hugged her instead. The embrace was a fleeting impulse, which for some reason I instantly obeyed. And even though I didn't expect it from myself at that moment, this hug seemed to be the only right thing to do. This is how we started living together. Oh, that must be the uncle. Leaf, are you still awake? Hi, Edward. I need to prepare for tomorrow's test. Good. Just don't overdo it. Because I won't ask you to give me high marks. It's enough for me that you're happy. You know, Edward may be the uncle, but he's such a good father. Yes, I understand. Well, I won't bother you. He didn't notice anything. Great. I locked the door and went to the balcony. Alice, you can come in, but quietly. Did everything go well? Yup. Initially, I wanted to put Alice in one of those empty rooms, but she was afraid my uncle would still notice her. So she stubbornly demanded to spend the night with me. My room was spacious, so it was easy to lay another mattress. In theory, Alice would go to school with me. Everyone's always left the house earlier, so there wouldn't be any problems. On Saturday, we would just stay at home. On Sundays, Uncle did not work, so Alice and I just would lock late until Edward falls asleep. The only problem is that my uncle could come into the room at any night, so I started locking up. Since then, I've had many opportunities to talk to Alice. Maybe it's because we started living together. At school, she followed me everywhere. Why are you following me? What should I do? If you will be with me, you have various surprises. What are the surprises? I'm not going to give in to such temptations. She came close to me and whispered in my ear. Even if you want to do something with me, it's nice. You're kidding! Hey, don't make such an indifferent face. Alice's conversation behavior turned me on every time. Oh my god. After a while, I decided to finish what I started. Saturday. Okay, let's... Okay, here we go. Give me a second. Here we go with the torture. Yep, here we go. The bleeding happens. At that moment, I realized with horror that I no longer wanted to hurt her. This is exactly what happens. Happens when you do not. This is exactly the reason why you don't kidnap people with Stockholm syndrome. You get plagued with guilt, man. You may be a psychopath, but you're also human. What the hell is wrong with me? I've been dreaming of this. Dreaming about getting a knife and trigger went right down Alice's chest, and I suddenly felt sick. My stomach felt sudden. My throat felt tight. My body was bent in convulsions. I could barely contain my vomit. Pushing the nausea away, I leaned back against the wall and slid down. Helpless. Looking at this girl, I saw a person filled with pain. I ought to admit, it's like people on the street. Their blank stare, quiet voice, hesitant movements always made me want to pick up a guitar string and tighten it around a poor person's neck. So why do I feel so bad now that I'm so close to realizing my dream? Crazy, crazy, crazy! I have neither pity nor compassion. I'm a maniac! Not at all. No. I just waited in silence for her to calm down. I mean, given the situation, I would just, Because I'm a psychopath. I always wanted to do this. In the beginning, I kidnapped you just to torture you. I don't know, I don't enjoy it. I always thought I wanted to hurt someone, but it turned out this is not. Damn, I am such an idiot. Here we go with the questions. Yep, there it is. Aaron. I think you need to relax sometimes. A girl would be nice. Yeah, this is going in the direction I expected. If Lee told me that he doesn't have a girlfriend, so why did you come without him? I see, everything is clear with you. Just kidding. Don't be embarrassed. Come in, I'll make you some tea. About a month. Now it is clear who's that here I noticed on the floor all month. You come here often after school? How are you doing at school? Grades don't mean much. The main thing is a person's personality, character, actions, and so on. I didn't do well at school myself, but that didn't stop me from going into business. This guy's such a good guy. It's like, it's so hard not to hate Edward. He's like, he's a good parent figure. I kind of like him. He's really chill, too. And for some reason, Clyde works so hard, spending all of his free time doing it. He's a strange boy, but not a bad one. Sometimes, though, I can't figure out what's going on in his head. Did he tell you about his parents? No. They committed double suicide in front of... Oh my god! Why the hell am I still playing this? After their death, I became Cleve's guardian. He was only 7 years old at the time. From then on, he became withdrawn and didn't look happy at all. Although before, when I came to visit my old brother, this boy was a fun guy. But from that moment, everything changed. When he was 12, he came home from school one day and asked me how much I made. I don't know what happened to him that day, but after that, we started working hard. Studying distracted him from bad thoughts, and gradually he began to change for the better. He started to smile occasionally and made my jokes. When he was 15, I once said that teenagers should do something else besides study and sports. For starters, I suggested he should at least watch a series with me about some brilliant psychopath. He said he liked the series very much and asked for advice on something similar. I gave him some books, and he later started to look for books and movies that he might like. Sometimes Cleve tried to imitate the main characters of these works. However, all of his favorite characters were psychos. Anyway, he has a hobby, though it's strange. He didn't scare you, did he? Like brandishing a knife or something? Yeah, just gotta lie. Sit down, I'll open it. Edward, you're early. What? Don't be mad. Come on. I wouldn't even mind if she stays the night. After coming of age, I can allow you two to live here. But I still wanted to buy a separate apartment. Really? Oh, so you want to live in our house? Wait. I would need to go something private with her, if you don't mind. Are you crazy? Why didn't you hide when he came? He came before me. Does he know you live here? So we need to be a couple more. He's just joking. No, I didn't mean that. I know. It's not about that. You're just not my type. No. I recommend suitable literature. That's it. That was the first ending? Like, what the hell? Okay, I'm just gonna... Okay, I'm just gonna go on ahead and see what happens if I actually... Yeah, it's basically just the same thing. Except different dialogue. So I'm just gonna skip to the other choice. Okay, I'm gonna regret this choice. Oh, I'm sorry. So yeah, basically the same thing. So okay. Okay, I'm just lost here. Like, I got the first ending, so what the heck do I need to do to get the second? I'm gonna look that up really quick on Steam. Okay, so... basically, I just went back and figured out I had to make certain choices, so I'm gonna see what... Right, I'm just gonna push this button, and let's go with this option. Okay, yeah, it's the same ending as before. Alright, here we go. So we land the small matches face to face. Today I was behaved differently. Where did our resentment go? If that's the case, it's fine. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna... Okay, I just skipped through that. After eating the rose, I done putting two plates down on the table. I sat down. As soon as I started eating, I was plopped down on my lap, turned to face me, and put her arms around my neck. I'd rather eat by myself. Calm down, let me eat by myself. This is why I don't trust women. At least when it comes to these things. Like, I would just prefer to, you know, eat my breakfast by myself, man. But I gotta say, this girl knows what she's doing. A month later. It's just gone from a sane to wholesome direction rather quick. And yeah, I'm not reading the dialogue, because, trying to conserve time here. Is it? Just don't turn into a yandere. Maybe I already am. How come? Yeah, who saw this coming? You were wrong. Yet again. Well... Well, that was Kidnap Girl. Relatively short. Got a little confused, but I got the second ending, so it's all good. Anyways, gonna end it off here, so peace out, and see you next time.